Okay, today's video is going to be, I'm going to think of this like a rise and shine video. So it's going to be real gentle. We're going to start laying down and kind of work our way up to a point. But it's going to be a pretty gentle workout today. Just something to kind of limber up and loosen up those muscles. A little bit of a vacation for the body and a little bit of a vacation for the mind. So we're trying something new and fun today, utilizing some green screen and editing just to play with what we can do with these videos for you guys. So let's get right down to it. Lay down on your back, get comfortable. Don't need a lot of space to do this one today. So lay back, relax. I want you to go ahead and adjust yourself on the mat and make sure you're comfortable. Stretch the legs out. Now, your hands are going to start on the ground beside you, and I want you to turn your palms so they're up. Your fingers kind of curl naturally. And now we're going to start with our feet. We're going to wake up our legs a little bit. So I want you to shake one leg and shake the other. And then I want you to touch your toes and take them out. And so we're kind of feeling this, how it travels all the way up the legs. And we're just kind of giving things a little bit of movement there. Good. Let's do that one more time. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and pull one knee in and then bring it all the way into the chest. Wrap your arms around it. Give it a little squeeze. Take a breath. And then lower it down. Walk that leg back out. Walk the other foot in. Take a breath. Pick it up. Give it a squeeze. Some of these moves you can even do in bed. Not all of them, but some of them. Go ahead and walk that leg back down. All the way. Perfect. So I want you to take both legs now and slide them inwards. Good. And I want you to let your knees just dip about a third of the way. And then a third of the way the other direction. Good. A third. And a third. Just slowly starting to get some movement. We're always a little stiff in the morning. Good. Go ahead and make that twist just a little bigger. Halfway, 3/4. Good. Gently rocking. Our feet are on the ground. We're just keeping those feet planted and allowing ourselves to just tip gently. Good. Last one, okay? We're not going to hold this. We're just going to keep it loose. Come into the center. Now we're going to hug one knee in, give it a little squeeze, and then a little extension up to the ceiling. And then pull the knee in and lower it down. Switching sides. So it's in, little extension, ooh, tight hammies. Little hug and release. Let's go ahead and do each leg a couple times. So it's in, little extension, good, in and down, perfect, in, extension, good, in and down. One more for each side, in, extension, in and down. Last one, in, little extend, little bend, and release. Good. So now keep your knees bent, your feet are on the floor. We're going to go ahead and inhale, lift our rear, and look up at the sky, creating our bridge. Now you're going to come all the way down and go all the way up. These don't have to be big bridges. Remember, we're warming our body. We're waking it up. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Remember that you need to listen to your body. And if something doesn't feel right, don't do it. It's okay to skip the move. If you have pinching or pain in a move, it's not meant for you right now. Go ahead and lower down. Beautiful. Leave those hips on the floor. Let's hug both knees in. Hug both knees in. Good. Go ahead and lower them gently back down. Now we're going to go back to doing the one leg. Hug it in. And this time we're going to extend the leg up to the ceiling. And we're going to pause there. If you'd like to heel toe your foot, that can feel nice. Try not to pull directly behind the knee and bend your knee. What I want you to do is keep your leg as straight as you can. You can hold on your thigh or up on your calf or even your ankle. But relax your shoulders. Good. Last one. Let's go ahead and hug that knee in nice and close. Take a breath and put it down. Switching sides. So hug the knee, extend the leg, shoulders relaxed, heel, toe, rise and shine. Wake those legs up. Good. One more. Should just feel nice. Lower it down. Good. Now we're going to take our twisting motion that we did, but we're going to change it a little. So we're going to widen our feet. Okay. Now hands are away from you, somewhere comfortable. You're going to drop the knees in, one knee out. Okay. Now if you have pain in your kneecap, you're going to want to switch back to keeping your knees closer together. Go ahead and switch. Drop the knee in towards the center. So you're feeling this through the hip area here, a little bit in the lower back, but not much. Go ahead and switch. So you want to feel this stretch. It kind of runs along the front of the thigh and the front of the hip. Good. And switch. And the one thing you want to pay attention to, the most important thing, is how it feels in your knee. If it hurts, what's the rule? Don't do it. Go ahead and let's finish up here. We're going to do one more for each side. I know I probably said that, but we're going to do another one. I like this. It feels good. My body likes it. Good. Go ahead and come into the center. Slide your feet together. Open the knees into a butterfly position. Take a deep breath. Lightly press the feet into one another. I want you to activate the core. Again, you're going to activate those thighs just a little bit. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths here. You can rest your hands anywhere you feel comfortable. Close your eyes, you gaze at the sky. I want you to go ahead and gently close the legs. Squeeze those thighs into one another. Now I want you to take a deep breath, pull both knees into the chest, and give it a squeeze. From here, we're going to stretch out and roll over onto our stomach. Go ahead and lower the legs down. Stretch the legs out and roll over. It doesn't have to be graceful, it just needs to get there. Good. Feet are close together, pressed into the ground. You're going to take your hands, slide them in, elbows are close. We're going to take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, lift your head up, gaze forward. We're not pushing, okay? No pushing. You're just activating the back muscles and those triceps, and then you're going to come back down. Inhale, lift the head and the chest. And now I just want like 5% pressure there. And lower down. Inhale up. 5% pressure in those hands. And lower down. Inhale up. And down. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and lay your head on our hands. A little nap time there. And we're waking up slowly today. Here, now we're going to think about our legs. So push your hips down into the mat. So you want to feel right here pressing down into the mat. And we're going to lift one leg upwards while pushing and connecting that hip to the floor. Be cautious not to lift and rotate your hip. Okay? Lower down. Inhale with the other leg. Again, don't rotate the hips. Lower it down. Inhale, lift. And lower. So we're really using those muscles in the lower back and the glutes. Lower down. Inhale, lift. Good. And lower. Let's do one more. Up, 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 up. And down. Make sure the legs are close. Take your hands, reach them back towards your feet. Inhale, lift your head, your chest, your hands, and let's raise both feet up. Just pause there. Imagine you're trying to lift your tummy up off the ground. It's not going to leave the ground. Good. Go ahead and lower down. We just want to keep our belly pulling upwards. Inhale, lift, just keeping it engaged. Head, chest, hands, and both feet. Good. Lower down. We're going to do just one more of those. Inhale, lift, head, chest, hands, feet, squeeze, breathe, and release. Excellent. Go ahead and slide the hands up so they're underneath your chest. Now we're going to lift our chest all the way up. Start with the head, the shoulders, give a little pressure on the hands, and then give a little bit more pressure. Good. Go ahead and go back to child's pose. Rock back, hips to heels, head down. Come forward to your hands and knees. Hold here. Now, we're going to warm up our hip a little bit. So, you're going to lift your knee and create a little circle. Good, let's do a couple on each leg. Lift and rotate it. And you can make this move even bigger if you want, but we're not trying to twist and torque our body. So we're just trying to create a little bit of movement with that hip circle. So it's up, around, and down. Let's do one more. Up, around, and down. Perfect. Go ahead and lower that leg down. Now we're going to do the other side, so you're not going to be able to see it. You're going to have to just think about it. Up, around, and down. Good. Up, around, and down. Engage your core. Up, around, and down. One more time. Up, around, and down. Excellent. So now take your knees apart, rock back to child's pose, hips to heels, and I want you to walk one arm out in front of the other and then put your head down, relax. Now right here, you just want to take a couple of deep breaths. Now we're going to come into a neutral position, sort of, kind of in the middle, and then we're going to go the other way. So reach out and then head down and take 3 to 4 deep breaths. Good. We're going to go ahead and come back into the center. Knees lined up again, hands below the shoulders. Now we're going to work on the shoulders, so we're going to lift and create a circle, just like we did with our hip, but we're going to stay on this arm, so we're going to do 5. Round, little circle. Little circle. Give me one more. Go ahead and put it down. Switching sides. Circle that arm around. Loosen up your shoulder. Good. One more. Excellent. Stretch back into your child's pose. Now I want you to turn your hands on the side. Slide them out. Press the elbows down as far as you can. Put your head down and count 3 deep breaths. Now, you're not coming out of this. You're going to take your hands and place them behind your head. So think about like chop, chop, right behind you. And stay for 3 breaths. Go ahead and release once you've hit 3 breaths. We're going to remove the hands, the separating hands, and come up to the hands and knees. Lift your belly, round your back into cat. Round down into cow. Good, let's do it again. Round up. Round down. Excellent. One more time. Round up. Round down. Good. I want you to go ahead and sit back in child's pose and allow yourself 3 or 4 cycles of air. It's really nice, easy, relaxing class right now. Go ahead and gently bring yourself up to standing on your knees. Okay, we're going to make a little adjustment. Not just my pants, but we're going to make little adjustments of our feet. So we're going to take one leg forward in front of you. Okay, straight out as far as you can. Way out there. Keep going. There you go. So you're straight up with your body. Your leg is straight out. Now, we're going to go ahead and hinge over. Let our fingertips come towards the floor. So kind of balance us here. Now, pull your toes up and sit back on your heel a little bit. Now, I know some people are able to sit all the way back on their heels, but most of us can't do that safely or comfortably. So this is a nice way to get a little hamstring stretching. Now we're going to bring the body forward. Chest is going to stay on the thigh. You're going to bend your knee, put your heel down. Your knee and your ankle are all lined up, and your back leg is extended. And we're going to take a breath here. Now we're going to rock back and do this again. So we're going to go toes up, hips back, breathe. Good, hold. And then come forward, and we're going to hold there. So hips down. Good, breathe. Now we've done one leg 2 times. Now we're going to do the other leg, same thing. So I want you to return to that kneeling position. Stand all the way up. It makes it better if we reset into that standing position. So put the leg forward, nice and straight, way out there. You're aligned, okay? And we're going to hinge over, Put our fingertips on the floor and pull our toes up and push our hips back. So really big hammy stretch in here. Really, now, I did mention you can do some of these moves in bed. This is not one of them. Afraid not. Go ahead and bend the knee, lunge the body forward. Key things, knee and ankle line up, heel is on the floor. Okay, your knee is not extending past your toe. Keep it safe. Okay. Sit back, pull the toes up. Okay. Bring your chest down, head down. Hands are there for your balance. Breathe. Good. Try to keep your hips lined up. Don't swing them one way or the other. Just send them straight back. Okay? And then we send them straight forward. Hips forward. Let the thigh be like right on the side of your rib cage. Good. Breathe. Good. And then we're going to go back to that kneeling position. We've done both sides 2 times, right? Now, what I want you to do is take your hands behind your back, clasp them together, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chest up, take a nice big breath in here. Okay, we will repeat this one in a minute, but we're gonna do a little down dog first. Go ahead and bring your hands down to the ground, plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and hold here. Head down, shoulders pull away from the ears. Your heels don't have to touch the ground. Good. Lower back down to your knees. Okay, stand up on those knees. Shoulders back, chest up. Deep breath. Hold here. Lift the hands a little if you want to. It's all about whatever feels comfortable. Good. So we're gonna get one more of those down dogs done. And then we're gonna sit down on our rear. So, here we go. Plant, toes tucked, lift up, head down. Breathe, shoulders away from the ears, stretch. Excellent, lower down. So when you come down, let's just go ahead and sit on our butt. Make it easy. Not everybody can sit with their legs crossed. If you are one of those people that has difficulty sitting with the legs crossed, try having your legs straight out in front of you. Okay, that also you can try sitting in a chair for some of these moves, or propping yourself up on top of a cushion. Okay, get you up a little higher, makes it easier to do that. So let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath and rotate gently to one side. So we're gonna turn and hold, shoulders back, chest up, breathe. Good, make sure your gaze out behind you. Think of somewhere pretty you'd like to be. Go ahead and come into the center, let's twist the other way. So we rotate gently, look over our shoulder, shoulders back, chest up, abs are in. Think somewhere pretty. Good. Go ahead and come into the center. Take a nice deep breath, open the arms up, stretch your chest, and then we're gonna hug one arm in. So you're gonna wrap one arm under the other and give it a nice pull right there. Now you can make this fancier by sliding your elbows together and holding the hands, but it's not necessary. This is just as good. Now think about which arm you're hugging, and we gotta switch. But to switch, I would like you to open the arms up, extend it out wide, and then recross the arms and hug it in. Again, elbow to elbow, and give it a little twist if you wanna make it look fancy. But fancy is not important. What's important is hugging the arm. Good. Take a breath. Let's open those arms up one more time. Big breath in. Deep breath. Good. Drop your hands down. I want you to reach one arm up over the top. Reach up high and then just give me a little bitty lean. It doesn't have to be a really big lean. If you want to, it can be. But I want you to think about how you're turning your torso. Try to keep your body lined up as much as you can. We don't want to roll the arm in front of our head. Reach out through the fingertips. Relax your bottom shoulder. There's a lot of things to think about. Most important, reach. Go ahead and bring your hand down. I really think the most important thing to think about is breathe. Don't forget, just breathe. Okay, make sure the body is lined up nice and straight. Extend, shoulder relaxed, breathe. Smile, you can do that. Go ahead and bring yourself back into the center. Go ahead and take a moment here to relax the neck and the shoulders. I want you to take your hand and reach down, so like you're gonna touch the ground, and we're gonna tilt our head away from our hand. So you're just dropping your ear towards the shoulder, and we're gonna walk those fingers out a little bit so you feel a pulling sensation that kind of runs down the hand, or down the arm towards the hand. Breathe. Now I want you to flex your hand, flex it upwards, and spread your fingers apart. And you're gonna now add the stretch down into the palm of the hand. Breathe. Now relax those fingers down. Bring your head into a neutral position. Let's sync with the other hand. So touch the floor, walk it out, tilt your head over, breathe. So we're still touching down. Feel that? Now we're gonna flex the hand and pull it up and fingers apart, like you're trying to high five the floor. And breathe, it's hovering just off the ground. Take another breath. Explore the stretch if you need to. And then relax the fingers down and bring your head to a neutral position. Now, I want you to take those shoulders, shrug them up, back, and down to maintain that tall posture. And we're gonna go ahead and rotate to each side one more time. So I want you to turn, plant the hands, lift the chest, and then look back. Now, as you do it this time, I want you to look back as far as you can with your eyes. We're just stretching the neck and the head and all that good stuff. So look back and then look even further. Good. Now, don't untwist. Turn your head and look over the other shoulder and look with your eyes as far as you can. Now return to the center. We're gonna switch. Hand on the knee, hand on the floor, shoulders back, chest up. Look as far as you can and really look. Okay. Now keep the twist, but turn your head the other direction and look over the other shoulder. And remember that our eyes, especially if you've been staring at screens for a long time, you gotta move them around. So turning and looking as far as you can, make it a little uncomfortable with the eyes. We've been having a little too much screen time lately. Go ahead and come out of the twist, come into the center. We're gonna think about our hands. We're gonna warm our hands up a little bit, warm our wrists up a little bit. So take both hands, give them a little circle, wiggle them around, and then I want you to flex the hands, open them wide, push out as far away as you can, make a fist and roll your knuckles under. Okay, let's do that again. Let's come all the way in. Okay, take a breath, hands up, big push out as far as you can. Good. Fingers are flexed. You're pulling your fingers back towards you. Then you're going to make a fist and you're going to roll your knuckles under. Okay. You're going to feel right through here in the back of the wrist. Now I want you to kind of rev the engine. Roll it under, roll it under, and roll it under. Okay. Now level it out, and I just want you to move it side to side. It's the small things that matter. Wiggle the fingers, relax the hands. Good, shake out the hands a little bit. Now we're gonna go ahead and return back down to the ground because we are in the final like 5 minutes. So we're gonna turn and lay back and kind of end the way we began, okay? It's important. So settle in, get comfy. Earlier we did a little bit of movement to warm the body. Now we're gonna do some of these things. We're just gonna hold them. So we're gonna start by hugging the knee and just holding it. Now, if you wanna stretch the other leg out, you can. This is a little more gentle on the back. This is gonna be a little bit more aggressive. Good, go ahead and hug the other knee in. It's quite the nature sounds here today. Go ahead and hug the knee. And remember your option to stretch the leg out. Good. Stretching the leg out is something that if you don't feel comfortable doing, you don't have to. Go ahead and put that foot down. I want you to go to bridge, so knees are bent, feet are on the floor, hands are beside you. Remember, never do a bridge with your head turned. Look up, gaze at the sky, and lift your hips. These do not have to be big bridges. If you're uncomfortable going really high, you just keep your bridge down low. If you feel comfortable with the raising it up, go for it. You do want to consider how it feels through the neck as well as the lower back. We want to keep our chin level, eyes up. Breathe. strong, stable. Now you're gonna come down slowly. So lower your hips, pull that tummy in. Now we're gonna hug both knees into the chest. So we're gonna pull the knees in, we're gonna wrap our arms around it, we're gonna give it a squeeze. Relax the arms just a little bit so they straighten out, and then I want you to give it a little squeeze. Good. Relax the arms a little bit, and I want you to give it a little squeeze, but try not to muscle it with your arms. Try to use your abdominals. See? Just use your core. Relax it out a little bit, and let's do it one more time. Again, use your core, not your hands, to pull it in. Your hands are just like there as a guide. Now we're gonna lower the feet down. Keep your knees bent. Okay, keep your knees bent. You're gonna take your arms either low and wide or goalpost hands. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath, and we're gonna tip the knees over to the side. Hold. Good. Just relax. You can close your eyes and just listen. Now we're going to return to the center and do the other side. So the only thing you need to do is move those knees. Rock it across slowly. Good. Stack your hips, stack your feet. Breathe. Allow your mind to quiet. That, like, take yourself to your happy place. Imagine yourself on the beach. Go ahead and return to the center. Now we're going to give the knees a little hug before butterfly. So we're going to draw the knees in, give it a squeeze, take a breath, and then lower it down. Go ahead and stretch those legs out if they're not already there. Remember that you want to find a comfortable position to be in at the end. So you want to relax the hands, relax those feet. Remember, the end is just as important as the beginning. You want to take your time to sit and rest. You guys stay there. I'll bring myself up. Take a little time here to restart your day. Sometimes we need a little bit of a do-over in the day. So thank you for joining me with another one of my videos. Please remember to share, like, subscribe, whatever you need. See you guys soon.